basic text centering which the controversy between the Prasangikas and the Svatantrikas came to the limelight was the first verse of the first chapter of the Mulo Madhyamika Karika of Nagarjuna. It was in the exposition of the verse that Buddha Palita and Bhava Viveka offered two different modes of argument. While Buddha Palita followed the method of Prasanga employed by Nagarjuna himself, Bhava Viveka opined that the arguments of Buddha Palita were not sufficient as they are not supported by adequate reason and example. He further pointed out that Buddha Palita was not able to answer the charges brought by the Sankhas against the Buddhists. So, Bhavaviveka thought that the opponents could be more effectively brought to accept the Madhyamika view if independent arguments can be provided. Accordingly, he took as his task establishment of the main content of the first verse of the text Mula Madhyamika Karika by means of independent syllogism or Svatantra Anuman. What Bhavaviveka has shown is that the ayatanas, that the six sense organs, do not originate by themselves because they are existent. But what Nagarjuna has stated in the Mula Madhyamika Karika first verse of the first chapter is about all entities whatsoever. So, it may be objected that what Bhavaviveka is trying to establish through his argument is only a restricted version of the intended point of Nagarjuna and not his actual position. But Bhavaviveka in his commentary has shown that he has provided only one syllogism to establish that one entity, namely the inner ayatana, cannot originate by itself. Similar syllogisms can be provided for other entities also. It may be noted here that the first argument is offered against the Sankhyas who advocate the doctrine of Satkaryavada. In the Sankhya system, consciousness or Chaitanya is identical with Purusha, which does not have any origination or destruction. Hence, in particular, the Chaitanya cannot be said to originate from itself. Bhavaviveka was very much conscious of the fact that the main aim of Nagarjuna as well as of Madhyamika philosophy is to prove the Svabhava Shunyata, that is emptiness regarding the essence of all dharmas or entities in the universe. He did not deny this position. He only insisted for establishing it through application of independent arguments. So, each of his arguments starts with the expression Paramarthata. In his commentary on Mula Madhyamika Karika 18.9, he explicitly states that though reality, that is tattva, can be known only directly by itself, Svasangvedana, we in the mundane level describe it with definition consisting of syllables as a means. In this way, pointing out the reality from the ultimate point of view, the conventional definition or means can be stated. Bhavaviveka criticizes Buddha Palita on the ground that the fact that an undesired consequence follows can be considered neither as a proof sadhana nor as a refutation dushana. When one wants to establish something, it is necessary that one should offer a proof for one's thesis and refutation of the opponent's view. But none of these are done in Buddha Palita's commentary. This clearly shows Bhavaviveka's attitude to the application of Prasanga arguments, namely establishing one's own position by pointing out absurd consequences in the opponent's position. He, on the contrary, insists on the explicit statement of a proof and a refutation. Against the syllogism of Bhavaviveka, some opponent points out that since the ultimate reality is beyond word and concepts, no thesis, not even a negative one, can be said to be true in ultimate reality. So the thesis of Bhavaviveka does not hold, and consequently there is no question of the application of the entire syllogism. To answer such an objection, Bhavaviveka in his commentary Tarka Jala distinguishes between two senses of the ultimate reality. In one sense, the ultimate reality stands for something supramundane, lokottara, and this reality is beyond speech and all kinds of conceptualization. There is a second sense where it stands for pure mundane cognition, Shuddha Chaitanya Jnana, and this cognition is not beyond conceptualization but is characterized by conceptual elaboration. When Bhavaviveka uses the expression in ultimate reality in his thesis, he is using the expression in the second sense. So the charge of the opponent is not applicable here.